All right, guys. So this is your fucking sign to stop overcomplicating your trading. All right. You are literally unprofitable because you keep overcomplicating your trading. Like, listen, look at that. All right. Today is Monday, right? I took a banger trade today, made $427 across 3 accounts. So that's like a 1.3K day almost across my funded accounts. And look, all right, trading is very, very fucking simple. All right, look at that. So this is right now the market live. All right, this is my plan for what's going to happen later. All right, what's my draw on liquidity, how I analyze the markets, how I take trades. All right, so right now we're in the daily gap. All right, so in the daily chart, and we have traded inside this daily bullish fair value gap. Now, if we go to the lower time frames, right, we can see that today's New York AM session, right? We started right over here. Okay, if I go to the lower time frames just to show you, 9:30 opened right over here, and we fucking dumped all the way towards this daily for value gap. Now, as you can see right over here, how it happened. All right, we had the drop, right? Then we created this hourly bearish, all right, hourly bearish for value gap. All right, we reacted off of it and got the move lower. All right. Now, as you can see, we tapped the daily for value gap, right? We tapped the daily gap and we had the displacement higher. We had this move higher. What does this mean, right? If we take a look at this entire range, all right, this daily for value gap rebalance equilibrium, right? As you can see, perfectly tapping the 0.62 area, right? Which is pretty much the golden zone, the OTE of the range, right? We tap the OTE of the range. We rebalance to EQ of the range, and now we had this move lower. Now, while having this move lower, right, we are about to create in 26 minutes, right? The 4-hour candle is about to close and create a new 4-hour bearish fair value gap, which means we are displacing lower. There is much more volume right now that will push price lower, right? All these fair value gaps right over here, this high time frame 4-hour fair value gap means that at this price point, price is not balanced, right? There's much more selling going on right now. And if you look down at the 1-hour, we don't have any other fair value gap, right? So this 4-hour fair value gap, right, is my drawn liquidity. Now, of course, this is not the AM session right now. I'm not taking any trades right now. I'm not trading right now, but I am analyzing the market to see whether we will have any opportunity, any high probability opportunity soon, right? Now, you don't have to sit on the charts at 4:30 p.m., right? But I don't see any, as you can see right now in the 4-hour, we do not have any single unfilled PD array to our left, right? Not even hourly, right? Nothing. Everything is already. Oh, we have these hourly gaps right over here. So they are the only unfilled gaps, but they're too far and insignificant right now on the higher time frame. So what I am looking for, all right, right now in about 20 minutes, all right, 25 minutes, we have this 4-hour fair value gap opening up. So I'm expecting a move higher, right, towards this 4-hour gap to fill it. And then if we get confirmation lower, all right, I'm gonna be looking to take shorts. It's very, very simple stuff. All right. Displacing lower, creating 4-hour fair value gap to the downside. All right. I'm going to look for a retracement into that fair value gap and then look for continuation from there. All right. This is very, very, very fucking simple stuff. All right. As you can see, the daily fair value gap already did its job, right? We already filled these orders. Now, will we go down? Like, will we be potentially like doing something like that? Maybe. I don't know, but it's lower probability. What I am looking for is a move higher towards this 4-hour unfilled gap that will open in about 25 minutes. And from there, I will be looking to take shorts, of course, if structure presents itself. And of course, if we are trading in the AM session, right? I do not trade Asia. I do not trade London. I trade only AM session and sometimes PM, depending on like the market conditions. But this is very, very simple stuff, guys. Very simple stuff. Stop overcomplicating your trading. Very simple. High time frame for value gaps, high time frame PD arrays, right? Liquidity sweeps, all right? Displacement. Look for 5 minutes, 15 minutes for value gaps to take you towards your targets, right? Draw on liquidity, right? This is very, very, very simple stuff, all right? Stop overcomplicating it. Stop looking for like 1 minute inversions and manipulations and revert. Like, stop. Just play it simple, boys, and get that fucking payout, all right? Stop playing around, all right? We gotta get rich. Thank you guys for watching. And remember, don't overcomplicate shit.